Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
We're chatting with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back.
Well, thanks for inviting me back, Jim, and I'm always happy to be on the show.
Larry, we're chatting on February 24th, and you're pretty excited. You put out a news release today. What did that news release tell us?
Well, that news release, it actually says that we were invited. And what invited means, this is our second conference we've been invited to, is that we have to actually vet our process through some of the peers in the committee, before they'll approve us presenting. But we've been invited to present at the Cobalt Development Institute's 24th annual Cobalt Conference. And so that's a big feather in our cap. We're being recognized out there as a potential significant producer of cobalt. Now, as we go through this, you look at some of the statistics that are on the Institute itself, and they represent roughly, Jim, about 45,000 tons of the 100,000 tons per year production of refined cobalt. That means it's not necessarily all production from mines, it's production from scraps of slag and the refining capacities. And believe it or not, almost the other half of that is all done by China. They're the big, I guess you call it the tiger in the room, and they have control of over half of the refined cobalt in the world. So when we go there, we expect to see companies like Glencore and Vale and all the big nickel producers, all of the ones that take scrap and produce cobalt, the buyers, the sellers. It's a great prestigious event for us. And what does that mean for us? Well, since the last time I did anything on cobalt, when I talked about the value in a Model S Tesla car, it was around $16.80 a pound. Now it's at $22 a pound. That's a significant increase in roughly 1 month. So, they're looking at, instead of $37,000 a ton for cobalt, we're looking at $48,000 a ton. And who is creating this shortage? Jim, the cobalt supply has turned into a deficit as early as 2014. So we're going to meet the crunch here pretty soon when it comes to cobalt. Now, not only is the cobalt being used up by new entries like the lithium-ion battery, but now you've got the hedge funds that are stocking up on cobalt supply. So that skews the fundamentals of it a bit. You can't really sit down and say, when is the crunch going to happen? When is the price going to spike? But spike it will. And it's just great to know that for our shareholders to be involved in a company that could be a significant producer of cobalt in a short period of time. Now, there is a company in the United States that's going to be a producer of cobalt somewhere out in the future once they get a financing and they build the mine. I believe they have their permits and everything, but that could be as early as 2.5 years and as late as 4 years away, and that would be somewhat our timeline. So this is a significant event to be going to, and I couldn't be more excited, Jim.
Yes, also cobalt's pretty exciting right now because supplies are being squeezed by the war going on in the Congo, so they need to find new sources, and your company would be one of those, wouldn't it?
Well, we will benefit from that for sure. We can eventually take up the slack, not immediately, but it shows that we should be counted as if you want to call us a producer, but certainly a supplier of cobalt sometime in the future, at least as close as any new mine startup, and closer than most. So I don't think that's been figured into the equation yet. Certainly, institutes like the Cobalt Institute and NatBat know that we are an advanced project, and they are, wanting their members to become aware of us, and so that's where we're sitting right now.
Larry, if someone was interested in your company, where does it trade?
It trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY, and it trades on the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and it trades on the Frankfurt Exchange under the symbol 2AM, and they can reach us at go to the company site at AmericanManganeseInc.com, or they can email me direct at LREAUGH@AMY, Mother Norman.com, or phone me at 778-574-4444.
Larry, thanks for the update.
You're welcome.
We've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese, on February 24th. I'm Jim Goddard.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.